morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from Juneau, Alaska. Today's verse is 3 verses, 1 Peter 3, 10, 11, and 12. For the one who desires life, to love, and to see good days must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. He must turn away from evil and do good. He must seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are toward the righteous, and his ears attend to their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. Now this comes after last week's verse, and I have the link up here that talked about we shouldn't return evil for evil or insult for insult, but rather just show love through submission. And in showing love through submission, we're actually in the leadership position, as we're the ones who are bringing the couple or the group or whatever closer to peace. And that's the whole idea. If someone insults us, love them back. If they do something evil against us, love them back. It goes against human nature, and it makes a real defining moment that someone say, wow, I'm expecting you to insult me back, and you're not. You're loving me. That's crazy. But that's the leadership position. Well, let's look at the original version of this. This is a quote from the Psalms. So let's look at that because it's nearly the same. Psalm 34, 12 through 14. Who is the man who desires life and loves length of days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Now, my best friend, I loved him to pieces, but he really had a difficulty just achieving God's peace in his life. And part of it was he just found so many things to nitpick about. He would nitpick about the person at the supermarket, or politics, or somebody he saw on TV doing this or that, and just everything set him off, and he could never be at peace. It got to the point where he even started complaining about the guy sitting next to him in church was turning the pages of his Bible too loudly. Now, my friends, if you get to that point, you've really abandoned peace, and you really need to reconsider your walk with the Lord, because something's not firing right if that's where you are with this. So let's have a look also at another cross-reference that goes very well with this. It's Matthew 5:22 in the Sermon on the Mount. It says, "But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be guilty before the court. And whoever says to his brother, 'You good for nothing,' shall be guilty before the Supreme Court. And whoever says, 'You fool,' shall be guilty enough to go into the fiery hell." This talks about name calling, and you know what? Name calling should just not be a part of a Christian's repertoire. And if a Christian says, well, I have to point out the truth by calling names, no you don't, okay? First of all, our main job is to love, all right? And if you're calling names, you're going to drive more of a wedge. You're not going to bring anyone closer to God by calling them names. A lot of my friends will post really insulting things online because they disagree with some sort of politics or something. Just ask yourself this: has anyone ever changed politics at all by posting an angry tweet or something like that? I mean, seriously, get real. The best thing we're going to do is post about God's love and bring people closer to God. That's going to have a lot more effect than complaining or griping, or especially name calling. It just shouldn't be a part of a Christian. Now, one last verse is Romans 12:18. It says, "If possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men." Now, some men just won't allow that. But as far as it depends on me, let me keep submitting, being submissive, giving, turning the other cheek, and loving people back who insult me. And that's going to bring us closer to peace and unity. So let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average wretch. Hope you have a great week.